For those who are new on this channel, I go by the name of Chihofacho. I just thought that I should come by to do a short video on, my life update. Where have I been? Why have I taken so long to update videos, and hopefully, you guys can forgive me from your home. I do have my valid reasons, for those of you who may have had the opportunity to watch my milestone video where I celebrated 1 year on YouTube in February, I did highlight that I was shooting my YouTube videos as a start in our main house in the office. And I was using that space to sort of like shoot, YouTube videos. However, in the long run, that became a challenge because, I also have mentioned a few times that I'm a mom to two absolute handsome boys. And I felt that, I was taking away their time to play and to be themselves in the space. As you can imagine, my YouTube had started gaining momentum. I was bringing in guests in our house to start shooting videos. And when we shoot videos, for me, I prefer that it's a bit quiet, not completely quiet, but some kind of silence. I'm sure you guys wouldn't appreciate that I'm shooting a video and there's like this background noise that is coming. I mean, I respect my audience, and if someone is committing to watch my videos, they should at least get good quality video, good quality, audio and all that type of stuff. And I am gentle with myself. I understand that I'm fairly new into the YouTube space, and with each video, with each production, I get to grow. So anyway, guys, the reason why I have taken long to take a video is because when that happened, where I realized there was really a friction between my YouTube and my family space, as a woman, you really gotta sit back, analyze, think, and come up with a plan. You protect your family, you also protect your passion, because family comes first. So I had to take a break. I do acknowledge that when I decided to do that, I should have taken a video to allow you guys in to know what has been happening. So, blessfully for us, because I do not like to say the word luckily, I'm a Christian, I believe in blessings. Blessfully for us, we had a cottage outside of the house that, actually used to be my in-store boutique. However, during COVID, I also had to take precautionary measures and, sort of like cut off the physical element of the store. But what we then did as a family was that we realized that we could still make that extra income if we rented out the space. In that way, we know who stays in the space, unlike when it's with, appointments, different people coming in. I had to, once again, put my family first. And given that, my boutique, La Mode Online Boutique, majority of my clients are actually online. So I was like, I will still be able to sustain my business online. And I'm sure my Joburg-based or Gauteng-based clients in South Africa wouldn't mind, given that it was at the height of COVID. Everybody had to put those precautionary measures from shops and I wouldn't want to explain this. I think we all have been schooled on that topic. So unfortunately for us, the relationship with our tenant didn't go as we had planned, and we eventually had to part ways. And that was a blessing in disguise once again, because then, COVID restrictions were reduced. And, we sat back to regroup as a family, and I spoke to, my husband to say that I would like to reuse my space back for the boutique. But not only that, given that I'm growing now on this, as a digital content creator, I would like to create my own studio, where I can have a place where it's ready. And I just come in, I can host my guest without feeling anxious. I don't know, for those of you who are very good at reading body language, I'm sure you can tell that when I was in the office, there were elements where I was nervous, especially when I was doing interviews, because I was constantly thinking, oh my goodness, I need to wrap up this interview, or I need to wrap up this discussion because my children are outside and they now want to come inside the house, or perhaps my husband wants to come and use the office. I had to be considerate. One of my quality is also considerate. I consider the people in my space. I consider those around me. I just like to be considerate. So that being said, I had to obviously take, some time off to raise funds, to acquire a few things. And also spend time just watching other YouTubers to see how do they set up, especially where there is like interviews, how is the setup, and yeah, this was the journey or the birthing of this new place that I really, really love. It's not really so big, but for me as a child of God, the Bible says in the book of Luke, I believe 16:10, it says that he who is faithful with little will be given more. So the Lord is watching me as I am progressing in this space, as I'm, developing and committing resources, because I'm not yet generating, income on this space. I did have a gig before that is a little bit on hold, where I was doing a brand ambassador, video where I did get, remunerated for those services, but currently I'm not being remunerated for anything. So it means for me to develop and grow in the space and get whatever that I want to be comfortable, I have to save and find money to fund this, and I'm happy to do that. With time, obviously I had to take some time off and shift a few finances around to ensure that I can accommodate this new space. I don't want to talk about how much the furniture was. I believe that I can have a separate video. It can be an in-shot video where I talk about where I got the couch, where I got the stand, and I added an element of, some type of aroma in this place. I've got these scented candles that are on as I'm shooting, so I really wanted to create a cozy space for shooting / the boutique. And what I like about this new setup is that when my clients come in to fit for the boutique, which is strictly by appointment still, is that they get to sit here and be comfortable, and it's a nice cozy corner, I must say. And I'm looking forward to investing in like a bar fridge, getting in some soft drinks, just making it a comfortable place. So, what I can tell you is that in front of me, I managed to get a phone stand, which is I'm excited about, because before I used to have my phone on my ring light, which is on the left-hand side where I'm sitting. Now I have two ring lights to my left-hand side, and I've got a phone stand. So with this new setup, everything is ready. Unlike in the office, we used to remove books and stuff and then set up. I just walked in here, put in my phone, ensure the setup is the way that I'm comfortable, and start shooting. I wanted a ready to go place like that, like microwave. You come in, you press one button, and you're good to go. So of course I'm still learning. I continue to grow. One of the things that I spent time doing was that I watch videos of YouTubers that inspire me. And I witnessed where they started and how they gradually grew from getting one camera to one correct light and all that stuff. So I'm also on that journey. I've actually spoken to an electrician to just add some light at the top, like some pretty LED lights. In that way, I don't have to depend on these ring lights, because there's also, given that this is still an extension of our home, my children could come in and knock it. You never know with these things. Kids are kids. I don't think they'll do it intentionally, but children are children. The other thing that I like about this space is that I only come in with my clients. Even if I come with my children, it's under supervision. Unlike in the house, it's their house, it's their space, and this is still their house, but this is a business place now, and we are instilling that culture with my husband for them to understand the difference between a place where we are working and their space where they can have their playroom, or they watch TV and all that stuff. But I did feel that I was inconveniencing my entire family, because when we used to shoot interviews, it will take hours. From the guests were coming in, we'll be doing makeup, just briefly revising the content, start shooting. So it really, really was a bit of an inconvenience, and my channel was gaining momentum quite rapidly. So I had to figure out something. I like to sit back, think, meditate, introspect, write down the vision, and start praying about the execution and asking God to help me, to do things with wisdom. I do hope that you guys like this place now, because we are definitely back with some new and exciting content. Do look out for more content on this channel. So thank you so much for your continuous support. I will ensure that there's a small clip of the boutique on this side. There's a rail. I'm sure there's a bit of clothes reflecting on the mirror. And by the way, the reason why that mirror is there, it's supposed to be on my right, is that I have mentioned this was a cottage, so there's a kitchen unit there right behind there, and it doesn't really look that lovely. It's ruining like this design, so I just decided to move it that side to gonna complement this area. I do acknowledge as well that I think we're missing a pretty white carpet, and as I said, these things do require you to commit machangura or money. So in due time I'll be able to get that carpet. But guess what, let's get the ball rolling, let's get the content going, guys. I'm back and I'm so excited. But one challenge, guys, it doesn't stop with YouTube. Other YouTubers make it look so easy, but it's not. Once you start taking videos, you just realize it's one thing after the other, but you grow with each challenge. Is that my phone actually doesn't have enough space. I mean, one of the challenges with iPhone, I know across with many people, is the space. And I like shooting with my phone because I'm in control, it's in the palm of my hands, but it's an issue with space. I have to move things around, delete on that. So I am trusting God for another phone or a camera, but whatever the Lord desires for me. The Bible says in the book of Proverbs 19:21 that many are the plans or the devices in a man's heart, but it is the Lord's will that will prevail. So I pray that the will of God concerning this YouTube channel prevail. I pray the will of God prevail in your life as well. And I also want to use this moment before I close to encourage somebody who has been postponing having a YouTube channel. You're like, no, I'm waiting to get ring light, I want to get this couch, I want to get this. You will never grow, or you'll never start. I started, you guys are literally witnessing my growth from, starting in someone else's place the first time, going to people's place to do the interview. Then I realized, no, but why should I be going there when I can actually shoot in our office? Then from the office, I realized, oh, we can actually shoot in the cottage, and who knows, in a couple of months, maybe the Lord will give us partnership with a hotel and we'll start going there. So once you are in the thing, it's when you start seeing the expansion ideas. So I wanted to say to somebody, I've been waiting on you to start, and you will begin to grow with it. You grow with the process. So thank you very much. I hope that you do appreciate this, update. Otherwise, from a health perspective, I'm well, I'm fine. I spent a lot of time this year just taking some blood tests. I've gone back to the gym, something that I'm very excited about. I'll have a specific video where I will shoot about health, guys. I'm not really like a very rigid health nut, but I do try to keep healthy there and there. My children have grown a bit now, and I think I'm in a good space to start working on that body that I want, so, and working on being healthy, so hopefully I can bring those content. I want to be more versatile. I think when I started, I was focused more, I kind of boxed myself to spiritual content, but I think that I want to invite you guys into my life, I don't want to say holistically because that's big, from what I do when I'm at the gym. As you guys can see, I've started to vlog. I went to Emperor's Palace. That video is actually, I've got a draft video. I stayed at L'Oreal. I just need to edit it. That's also another element. The editing, the shooting, the content, the studio itself, the lighting, it's really a lot. But when you enjoy what you're doing, every challenge becomes like a thrilling thing, when you achieve it. As you can see, I'm very excited about this place. These couches are very, very comfy. These chairs, but they're like velvet. So I think, they're like a couch. Yeah. I'm very excited about this space. I'm very excited to be shooting. And as I said, this is not in the house. As I'm shooting this video, you would not believe it, it's closer to midnight. Obviously, everyone in the house is way in bed. It is so quiet. It feels great. My thoughts are flowing, although I should be in bed, but I have this gorgeous face bead, and I was just I'm not gonna let it go to waste. I'm gonna come and shoot a video, and the studio has been ready. It's only a week since I managed to complete the parts that I think are important for one to start shooting. I do need to get mics. Yes. Maybe someone can sponsor me. It's a joke. Yeah, I do need to get mics so that we can enhance the sound. I'm working on enhancing the lighting. Something like this actually needs to go up. I love this. It says, in a world where you can be anything, be kind. I love this. I really, really do. Thank you very much for watching. I look forward to continue bringing content that will edify, bless, challenge the status quo, and more. Thank you.
Lord, show me favor. I didn't come from a family with any advantage by default. If you do not help me, I don't have an uncle or an auntie somewhere. But I look to Yahweh, Yahweh.